Hello, I'm Lowell Martin, and this is MCC Today, the place for all the cool people. On today's show, we have Kevin Roberts, Mandy Hurt, and Desi Ross. There's going to be a lot of great information. You're going to need to watch this.
Meridian Community College. For more than 75 years, we've helped students soar. Establishing the first tuition guarantee program in Mississippi, we put our students first, while creating pathways into the workforce and offering a seamless transition to a 4-year degree. Now is the time to find your purpose and register today, because those who move forward never get left behind. MCC, find your wings.
Hello everybody, and today we have Mr. Kevin Roberts, who is the recruiting coordinator from Meridian Community College. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Now, how long have you been the recruiting coordinator here at Meridian Community College?
It's going on a year now.
Okay.
Currently, I'm on my first year here at Meridian Community College, and I'm loving every bit of it.
I'm glad. Now, what exactly does a recruiting coordinator do?
We basically, obviously, coordinate different events. We also recruit students to get to our campus and try to, help them understand the benefits of being a Meridian Community College Eagle, So that's one of the bigger things for me that I really enjoy doing, is interacting with those kids, parents, and getting them here on campus. Obviously, with COVID going on, we have limitations,
right,
and different things of that nature. So that's one of the things that we do that I really enjoy.
Well, when you go and when you start recruiting, because you go to the various high schools to have recruiting events.
Correct.
Do you do anything else? Do we do anything else?
Yes, we do. We've actually had a slew of events that we've done called application days, where we go out to different schools and we get the kids basically in a computer lab or some type of computer system where they're able to apply right then and there. Doesn't take long at all. It's something that I think is really great, because I always like to say you get a jump start or a head start on the next semester or going into college, so that's always great for me. And it's a great time for us to get out and interact with the staff of those school districts and also the students, and get to let them understand and see, what we have to offer at MCC.
Now, in addition to getting students here and going to these various, are there any other things? Now, I know as far as your application, you were talking about application. That is the number one thing you've got to do first before anything else. Is get that application in there, and most of the time it's looked at very quickly.
Right. And
there's and a lot of times they might have someone call them or a counselor reach out to them somehow.
That's right.
But with we are unique at Meridian Community College in that we have one county. Is anything that we can do outside of that county?
A lot of times we really can't touch the outer half, or to say the least, the kids on the outside. Now they can come to us. That's one thing that is able to be done. They can come to us and say, hey, we're interested in. Then we can come back, and give them that type of feedback. But we have to stay within, our little area.
But as long as someone reaches out to us first,
right, we're able to connect with them, and obviously, try to convince them, hey, this is the place to be.
It is. Now, do you find that you have more students that are interested in university transfer, or more students who are interested in our programs that we have, our work programs that
Since I've been here, I've seen it's been kind of evenly matched. We have a lot that are interested in university transfer, and we also have a lot that are interested in the programs that we have here, because we have so many and awesome, and they're so awesome to the fact that we get to ultimately, reach out to them and show them the way of doing things the way that we would like for them to do them, and to help them in the end to just kind of go on and say, hey, this is a great program. We had this kid, this student, and a lot of our Ivy League kids, they're a testament to a lot of those kids, and able to show them, like, hey, I'm in this program right now. It's awesome.
Now, in addition to the programs that we have, we also have a lot of where you can get certificates and things like that can help. Do you have any students that are interested in that? Any of the
we do. We do. I actually before Thanksgiving break, I had a parent come down with her kid, and he was actually a baseball player. Yep. So that was awesome. I like baseball, so that was kind of neat for me. But he was interested in the programs that we have, and that based on those things, and I was able to show him around and get him a good glimpse of what we do, well, what they do, obviously, and they really enjoyed it, and they actually scheduled, I think, another tour to come back after the break.
Do we do much with homeschool students?
We do. They have a lot of the homeschool kids have a lot of the same benefits, and we always like to talk to them about tuition guarantee. That's huge for us, and
Yes.
It's huge for the kids because ultimately I tell kids all the time, if mom and dad can save a little money, mom and dad want to save a little money, and you want to help mom and dad do that, and we're here to help them do that with that tuition guarantee. And those homeschool kids are able to get those same benefits as long as they have their information into us and let us know hey, that they're interested in MCC and they live in this area.
And I believe we were the first to do the tuition
Yes,
guarantee program
if
in the state.
If I'm not mistaken, I think so. Yeah.
Unfortunately, well, believe it or not, I was here when it started.
Yeah.
So it has been going for a long time.
That's right.
And has benefited a lot of students. Well, now let me ask you this. When you have the number of community colleges we have in the state and the number of universities, why MCC? I know the answer to this.
That's
so
right.
I'm asking.
And
I'm
my personal opinion, it's such a great atmosphere. It's family oriented. You have people like yourself who's just always upbeat, always helpful, and that's one thing that I try to do myself because it's like I said, I enjoy being around people. I enjoy interacting with kids. I enjoy helping kids. And when I was first hired here, that was my big thing, and that's what I told them in my interview. I let them know, hey, I wanted to be a part of MCC because I want to help kids in this area in the same. Because I'm from Meridian, so I think with the family atmosphere that we have here, it's second to none.
Do you want your children to come here?
I definitely would let my kids come to MCC for sure. And my boys play baseball, so it's like Coach
Even better.
Sutter.
Did you play baseball?
I actually played baseball in high school, but I was a football player.
Uh-oh.
People always ask me, like, "Hey, you play baseball?" I'm like, "Nah, not really." I was, I played high school baseball, but I went and played college. That was my passion.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. You can take one look at me and tell sports.
No, you never know, Lord. Look,
Well,
you never know.
You never know, but still. Now, can you see yourself though? I mean, you've been here a year with this, and do you see yourself staying here a good long time?
Yes, I do. Like I said, I'm Meridian through and through. I love Meridian so much. I love helping kids that are from this area and the surrounding areas, to where it's like, I don't see myself, going anywhere.
Well, if anyone wants to get in touch with you and find out a little bit more about maybe scheduling a visit or something like that, how can they do it?
They're able to reach me through email. My email is krobert7@meridiancc.edu, or they can call me, on my personal line or my work line, which is 601-513-5550.
And we do hope that they call.
Right, that's right, and they will, because I definitely hope they do. And like I said, I'm passionate about what I do, so I'm always looking for those kids to reach out to me or parents, to say the least.
Well, listen, I want to thank you for being here today, and we're going to have you again in the spring, where hopefully things have had some changes.
That's right, and we have a little bit better grasp on what we want to do and how we want to do it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lord.
We'll be right back.
Since 1996, the MCC Foundation Tuition Guarantee Program has provided students an opportunity to find their potential. Thousands of students have benefited from the program. Over $6 million have been invested in the students who learn and live right here in our community. This program is funded by individuals and businesses who believe in our students, our families, and the economic impact of an education at Meridian Community College. Now is your chance to offer support. Give today at meridiancc.edu/give.
We are here today with Miss Mandy Hurt, who is one of our recruiting coordinators here at Meridian Community College. Welcome.
Thank you.
Love to have you on the show.
I'm so excited to be back.
Now, you have been with Meridian Community College now for 4 months.
4 months.
How's it going?
I love it. I'm so happy to be at MCC.
Now, talking about what you did previously or anything like that, but what do you find different about the college atmosphere? and working at a college?
Well, before I was usually just behind a computer, and I looked at more stats and that sort of thing. But with being here at MCC, I love working with people. I love helping people with students, whether it's questions, if I know it, if not, I enjoy finding out the answer so I can put them in the right direction. That's really one of the biggest things that I love about being here is I love to help people. And I don't know if you know or not, but I'm a graduate of MCC, and so I had such a great time here.
Good.
And so I just remember how helpful people were whenever I was here, and I want to pay that forward with me now being here as well.
I think you'll find that so many of the instructors here and so many of the staff here actually went here.
Really?
You know, because, and it is that family atmosphere, you
It
know,
is.
and you want to pay it forward as much as you can. I'm the same way with, you know, I love people, and after a while, if I'm in my office, the walls
they start closing in.
you're like, I got to get out of here.
I know what you
I
mean.
need to go talk to, which is good that I have the Success Center.
Right.
But now, what does a recruiting coordinator do?
Well, we of course try and recruit students to come to MCC, but we also coordinate different events, whether it's application days or college, going to a college fair. It's just also as well so they can see our face and see, you know, MCC is present. So that's a couple of things that we have done so far while I've been here. I'm hoping, you know, once everything kind of opens back up and we get back to a normal, that we're able to do a lot more with the community.
Well, what is an application day?
Well, in general, what we usually do is we go out to the high schools and we talk to students and tell them a little bit about MCC, because there's a lot that students may not know. I mean, you know, they of course MCC, but they don't know of the perks, as being a student, what we have to offer them. So that's one of the biggest things that we go is we just go talk to students and tell them. Also, every time I like to mention about the Success Center and the state skills class. We tell them about that and then also help them apply.
An application is not that hard.
No,
It's like that.
Exactly. It maybe take 5-10 minutes at the most. And then also I like to tell them, you know, one, even if you're thinking I'm not going to go to MCC, just apply. You know, you may need a plan B, or you may find out, hey, I'll save a lot of money by going to MCC, and that's the best route for me to take.
And I found, now I'm you know, came here 40 million years ago, but I found that my education here, I did not, when I went on to a four-year university, I was not behind in any class. I was ready for anything. I was able to write papers in the lit classes. I was able to solve equations in the math classes. I was able to do, it wasn't like I was shortchanged in any way.
Oh, MCC definitely prepares you for a university setting.
If you don't mind me asking, did you come under the tuition guarantee
I
when you were
did.
here? Okay. Would you talk about that just a little bit? What is tuition guarantee?
Well, tuition guarantee is by the MCC Foundation. It's a benefit that was started many years ago. So if you graduated from a Lauderdale County school or a home school, that sort of thing, that you don't have to really worry about those 2 years of tuition. And when you start looking at taking out a student loan or that sort of thing, 2 years of tuition is a very nice benefit.
It really is. And so you still have to fill out paperwork for financial aid.
Yes.
But if you do not get financial aid, your tuition for those 2 years is covered. Now
Right.
you have to maintain a certain grade, I believe. I believe it's a C average.
I think that as well, yes, sir.
And you have to be full-time student.
Correct, and 15 hours is now full-time.
Right.
It was 12, but now it's 15.
Now, when a student, when they call and want to talk to you about MCC, do you recommend for them to come and visit?
I do. I try and talk to them on the phone, but also encourage them to come for a tour. And that's what I've been telling students as well as we've gone out to the the high schools is if they're not exactly ready to come on campus, start with a virtual tour. We have an awesome virtual tour online. If you just go to our website, it's on the main page, scroll down to the bottom on the right-hand side. You can first take a virtual tour, and then if you want to find out more information, come to campus. And I encourage everybody to come to campus to meet the people, see how everything is laid out, and to tell us what you're interested in, and we can customize that tour to you, whether you're interested in nursing. We have an awesome STEM lab, the different the buildings, just also for them to feel comfortable about coming to campus. Because I also tell them as well, if you're set and you know you're coming to MCC and you get your schedule, let us know and we'll show you around your classes. And so you know on that first day you don't have to worry about where you need to go.
Do you find it better if students come with their parents?
We've gotten
Does
both.
it matter?
I've had students come with their parents, but I've also had some students come and they are very much prepared. They ask the right questions. So we've actually had it both ways. But whether a parent is with them or they're by themselves, we show them the entire campus and make sure that they find out everything that they need to know. And if they have any other questions, just feel free and reach out to us.
Well, I find that, especially if the parents are with them, I want them to understand that we're taking care of their children.
Right.
That they're going to be okay here and they're going to get a great education.
Exactly.
Here. Well, now let me ask you this now, and I think we've talked about it in general terms, but why MCC? Why do you think someone out of all the community colleges in the state, why MCC?
Well, I have a love for MCC because I came here, and so I like to also, when students are visiting campus, I like to tell them about my experience as well. It's a good way to connect with them, and then also to hear about my experience and how good of how well I enjoyed MCC and how well it prepared me. The faculty, the staff are amazing here. We have a lot of resources that students may not know, and that's one of the big things I try and let students know is all the different resources that we have here that they may not know about. It's a great school. It prepares you if you're going into a program. It prepares you for the work field, or if you're wanting to go off to university later, it definitely prepares you for that next step in your education.
As I said, and I've been here 25 years. In my heart, and I think you're the same way. In my heart, I know this is one of the best community colleges, not just in the state, but in the country.
I agree.
In my heart, it's one of the best. Now, if a student is interested in a tour or wants to get some more information, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can call me at 601-484-8819, or they can email me at mhurt, H-U-R-T-T, 1@meridiancc.edu. If they don't want to reach out to me specifically, we also have the recruiting email, which is recruiting@meridiancc.edu, and we check that every day, and we follow up with any kind of emails, questions, phone calls. So if they would rather go that route, we have that as well.
Listen, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
With so much uncertainty in our world, we are thankful for the heart and determination of those who have followed their calling in healthcare. They work tirelessly on the front lines every day to make a true difference in our community. At Meridian Community College, we take pride in training these heroes and are grateful for their service in this time of great need. These eagles found their wings at Meridian Community College.
And we are here with Miss Desi Ross, who is the dual enrollment credit coordinator.
Yes.
Not dual enrollment, dual credit coordinator.
Well, a little bit of both.
And first off, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit because you were talking about being a little tired because you were working on
a thesis project
for your
my
master's degree. Oh my goodness,
Graduate
I'm so
next
proud
week.
of you. You graduate next week?
I do, yes.
And it's done.
It's
Are you going to work
done.
on your doctorate?
I don't know.
You're like, okay, let's finish this.
Let me have a break first, slow. Maybe.
Finish this. What is your master's in?
Integrated marketing communications.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Okay. Well, now you have been our dual credit coordinator for how long now?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. And what exactly is that? What do you do?
So I work with all the local high schools and also the private schools, homeschool students, and help them take college classes where they can get high school credit as well.
Okay, this is where my fury starts to come out.
It does.
Because every time I have you on the show, I'm like, where the blank was this
it?
program when I
Yeah.
was in school
I wish it
40
would have
million
been,
years ago?
because it really is a great program.
And so explain exactly what benefits the students get from this dual enrollment.
Okay, so we have online classes and in-person classes, both out at their high schools with
Okay.
their teachers and their classmates.
But they get college credit.
But they get college credit, yeah.
Okay.
Or they can come to MCC's campus and sit in a classroom here with our MCC students. It kind of gives them a feel for what college is going to be like. They
Okay.
get to get a lot of their basic classes out of the way. The only thing we offer for dual credit are those general education kind of freshman, sophomore level classes that most everybody needs, the same classes when they start college.
The Comp 1 and the Comp 2,
yeah.
college algebra,
Yeah,
things
exactly.
like that.
And so they have the opportunity to knock out one of their high school credits that they need to graduate, as well as get one that goes towards their college degree.
Well, I'm trying to continue tamping down my anger, but let's talk about how much they cost. How much do these classes cost the students?
Well, they're $50 per class. Plus, some of them have some extra fees, depending on, if they need extra access material. All of our online classes are going to have an ebook fee,
Okay.
which varies by the class, but it's never more than $100.
Okay.
So for the most part, though, the classes are $50.
Now they can take up to 2 per semester. Am I
Yes.
correct in that?
So they can take 2 at that $50 rate.
Okay.
They can take as many as they want,
Right.
but after the first 2, it's going to be full tuition.
Okay. So, in but still, 2
But
classes.
still, yeah.
That's
It's a great
wonderful.
deal, yeah.
Okay. So, if you decide you want to do, or if a parent is listening to this and says, "This is something my child is going to do," because I've already told my
Yeah.
11-year-old nephew, I'm like, "Okay, look,
Send 'em
you've
my
got 5
way."
years, and then you're going to be doing this."
Exactly, yes.
But how do they become part of the dual enrollment?
So everything's online. All
Okay.
they have to do is fill out 2 different applications. So we have our admissions application and our dual credit application, which
Okay.
is where you let me know what class you want to take. And all of that's on our website, meridiancc.edu/dual credit. And it's pretty simple. It's, there's a button, do I want to take academic or career and technical classes?
Do you typically go out to the high schools and you said you go out to homeschool, you go out to any, do you try to encourage them as much as possible to get into
Oh,
this?
yeah,
And
absolutely. And it
how-
kind of...
I mean, do you have to approach them or do you have to approach their parents?
A little bit of both. The students, we have to have the parents' permission for
Sure.
them to do it. Parents have to sign off on it. Their counselors have to sign off on it as well. They have to recommend that the student, they think they're going to do well. We don't ever want to put them in a position to start off, badly because
Okay.
they weren't ready for the college classes. But most of our students around here are. We have great schools around here, so. I really, I go out and I talk to their classrooms, just let them know it's a good idea to go ahead and get those out of the way.
We've had a lot of students that literally got their basics out
Yeah.
of the way and were able to go immediately into a program
yeah.
as soon as they finished,
Exactly.
as soon as they completed high
And
school.
I found a lot of time, especially I use our nursing program as an example. They have an entire year of prerequisite classes that they have to take before they can even apply for the program. And so, especially for those students that already, think they know what they want to do, why not get all those prerequisite classes out of the way? And you can go right into what you want to do. You don't have to spend a year taking basic classes when you could have done it while you were in school, as a junior or a senior.
Well, and that's another thing I wanted to ask. So they have to have completed the 10th grade year, their sophomore year.
Yes.
But then as soon as they've completed their sophomore year,
They can start in the summer.
Okay.
And that's only for our academic classes.
Okay.
Our CTE classes, they can start as a sophomore. So they're a little bit different.
Okay. Now, if they start during the summer, can they still get that rate?
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
For 2 classes, for 2 classes for summer, two for fall, two for spring. but if they want to take more, they'll take it at the regular rate.
yeah.
I'm getting angry. It's such a great program.
It really is.
I'm so glad that we have this and we're offering this. But like I said, I just don't see why, I think they would be just, beating down our doors to take this.
Well,
take
hopefully
this
everybody
opportunity.
watching will do that.
And of course, now, what do you once we have the students here and they're doing their 2-year or their 2 classes, do we offer anything else for them as far as trying to
resources
encourage,
and stuff? Yes. So they have all of the benefits that an MCC student
They're an
has.
MCC student.
Yeah, they are an MCC student. They can have a student ID. They can utilize anything we have here on campus. They are considered part-time students of ours. So, if they wanted to go to the fitness center, it's $25 a semester rather than being free. But for the most part, yeah, they can go to the Success Center. They can, they can do pretty much anything our regular full-time students can do. They're just still in high school, so it's awesome.
Okay, and I tell students this all the time. I'm like, look, because I know quite a few students who are very intelligent, but who are like, look, I just can't stand the thought of going to school anymore. Or, I need a break. And I said, wait a minute. Wouldn't you rather have a break where you're able to pay for yourself?
Yeah.
So go ahead and get your education. Get that out of the way. And if you go ahead and start when you're in high school, you will finish a lot sooner.
Exactly.
And be able to get out into the job
world,
market and making good money, whether it be nursing or welding or truck driving or whatever.
Exactly.
Take advantage of this program.
Yes.
How do people get in touch with you if they want to talk to you? Some parents are watching and they're saying, okay.
Yeah, well, they can call or email me. My phone number is 601-581-3553. Okay. My email address is dross1@meridiancc.edu.
So they can just contact you for some additional information. Could they also contact their counselor at their high school?
Absolutely. I speak with all the counselors at the high schools regularly, so they can help students get registered for this program if they want to. So it's not hard to get involved in it, and I think it's just a really good opportunity. A lot of benefits in it.
It is such a great opportunity, yes. And as I said, every time I talk about it, I get so mad, but I'm so glad that we offer this.
Me too.
We're going to have you back next semester.
Absolutely.
And hopefully things will be a little different, and we'll, be able to talk about, how the difference is. But I think it's going to be great.
Me too.
We'll be right back.
All right, so you're looking to make a career decision that's crazy smart and won't break the bank. Then let's start with tuition guarantee and a home field advantage. That's Meridian Community College, and we're changing the game. We've got heavy metal drilling and saving lives. Or how about building a rover that could drive on Mars? We're more than grades in a classroom. We're your Red Bull monster shot of knowledge that will help you own that next job. This is not just the 13th year, it's the gateway to your entire career. Are you ready for more? Well, the eagle has landed. Find your wings.
On behalf of executive producer Matt Milner, media consultant Josh Taylor, and me, thank you so much for watching. We hope you learned just a little bit. Have a great day.